Hey concrete friends, this one's for you, buddy. Today we're going to make some concrete together. I don't want voids and nice detail. That's a nice consistency. Shall we begin? One kilo, gray matter, with 50 grams of black pigment, 50 milliliters of water, and another 50. I know, we really just cut to the chase on this channel, but to give you a quick lowdown on what we're all about, we're just going to make concrete. We're going to make beautiful concrete things together. That is it. This is a show, marble concrete integral mineral pigment, and this is episode 57, but this is a show about concrete. I used to watch a show when I was a kid, and it was a show about painting, and there was a man and he would paint, and I would watch him paint, and I would always want to follow along, and I would say to my mom, I want to follow along with this guy painting, and she would say, no, paints are expensive. But now I'm doing this, and I'd like you to follow along, because I always wanted to follow along. I gave that a little spray of water. You know what I've been noticing? It has been very, very hot where we are. And normally I would say, what I have been saying, normally I would say 100 milliliters per kilo is about where you want to sit. But I feel like we've constantly been adding a little bit more. It's always been a little bit more. I think we're up to 110 milliliters per kilo right now. So part of this I'm doing for feel. This looks right. It's not going too fast. I'd like to pull that out onto the table and kind of knead it with my hands, but it's dark. So it's going to make my table really dirty if I do that. And I have a lighter. The second color I'm using for marbling today is a lot lighter. It is a beautiful mint. I don't know. I don't keep all the colors by heart. They're kept in a big catalog. People manage it. It's a bunch of work. So no, I don't just know it, but I guarantee someone knows. So I will find out the color code on this color, and I will get back to you, because that's something you're going to want to keep track of. If you plan on making concrete with an integral mineral pigment and you plan on being consistent with it, you're going to have to track what your formulas are for making each color you choose to make. And at first you're going to think, at first I thought, I can just do this all on my own. It's all up here. But that doesn't last for very long, and very quickly you get to a place where you're like, I gotta tell somebody else this color so they can remember it for me. Because I got too much to remember. Okay. That should come out. The last little bit of mixing should be done by hand, because that is the best way to do it. Put that there. Get right into it, 2 hands. So this little video I'm about to make is for, I got so many shout outs. Has anyone seen Mary something, who makes concrete planters outside? I think she's from Georgia. She has a beautiful voice, and she makes concrete things. And I love watching her channel. Just shout out to you, Mary. Love your channel. Shout out to Akeem. Kim, you've been, we really appreciate all the support and using gray matter in your stuff. A shout out to Fossil Works. Beautiful. She makes beautiful reproductions and like objects with like fossils, like actual fossils, which is amazing. I love what she's doing. And shout out to you, Dragon, who's just figuring things out with concrete. And I agreed that I would help. So I am helping. Dragon and I sometimes talk on the phone. Dragon and I email each other. There we go. Because I want to help Dragon be a success at what he wants to do. So that means right now, that means sometimes we need to have pretty close contact to make sure you figure it all out. And at some point, you probably won't need me. But right now you do, and I don't mind. And I want to help. I want to make sure you have fun. So this one's for you, buddy. So we're going to figure out. Dragon is having difficulty with voids. And he says he's been doing it all right, but these voids just keep coming up. What is the deal? He sent me some pictures. And I thought, when I looked at the pictures, I'm like, oh, okay, I think I know what's going on. Dragon's casting in a solid color, which gives us a little bit of freedom. So first of all, this is the turning point for like, I don't want voids in nice detail. That's a nice consistency. That's a nice consistency. No voids today, Dragon. Maybe there'll be voids. What if I'm like, oh yeah, no voids, Dragon. Let the master teach you. And then it's like, oh, it turns out all voidy anyway. That would be embarrassing. I hope that doesn't happen. What do we have over here? This looks like some crazy mold.
It's crazy.
Oh, I'm happy we're going to be working together today.
I'm not that happy about it.
Well, too bad you don't get a say in the matter.
I'm just kidding.
Moldy, we're going to work together. Get ready to have some fun. Look at this. We got a weird mold that I made for somebody a long time ago. Client. And it's got a lot of fine detail. Fine detail, something where you're doing fine detail, you want to use a mold that's kind of soft. If your mold is too rigid, it's going to want to tear fine detail out of it. So what I'm doing right now, doing something a little bit different. I'm rubbing just a bit of concrete into the mold. Just rubbing it in. All the tiniest, lowest little bits. I'm trying to get it down in there. Now this you can't really do if you're doing, you got to use a different strategy if you're marbling the concrete. But Dragon's having a challenge with something that he's doing solid, so and he wants it to have less voids. So I said, I think I can help you. So just a good rub it all in there. When you think it's all in there. Now look at the consistency. I honestly, Dragon, looking at your pictures, I think your mix is too wet. Watch what I'm doing. And do this at home, and you should be okay. But let's see. Dragon told me he's thinking about getting some kind of mechanical vibration table. I don't think he needs it. But I'm also, you really think you do? Go for it. You know what? If you got the money for it, do it. Use some kind of mechanical vibration. No worries. But I don't think you need it. I think you can still do it by hand. Until you got to be doing way more units. You're just doing 1 or 2 castings. You don't need it. And I don't think it does a better job than vibrating a mold by hand. But a lot of that starts at mold design. So that's one thing I don't have control over in your case. But I'm going to show you how I would do a mold with a lot of high detail. Now, this is a mold I've made hundreds of, this casting. I'd be bored if I made the same thing that I've always made. And I really don't want to make something that I made for a client that was like, it was a fun project, but like I've seen enough of these. So I want to see something a little bit different. So what I got here is I got this clamp. I'm going to just take this little clamp here. I'm going to start. That's a fun squeak. I'm going to start applying pressure to our mold. You know, I'm going to put this clamp a little bit lower and give it a little bit of a twist. There. Okay, here we go. There, I like that. Get something. It's got a real mean twist to it. Actually, a little bit more concrete in there. There, that's fun. That's a fun shape. There, fine detail. That's our fine detail for the day. What else do I have? I've got a planter, or kind of small, medium cactus planter, succulent planter, concrete planter, pot, vase, whatever you want to call it, little mold. This one, we're going to go classic marble styles. A little bit of my green. I think this is called mint Oreo, but I would, yeah, mint Oreo it is for now. Give that a little patty cake. That's it for black, eh? Use sparingly. And then, that is a very nice consistency. Watch. That's nice. This would be nice to work with. This is nice to work with. Then, there's our. Okay. There's our marble. I'm going to just go ahead and get this in here. Seems like it's ready to roll. Oh man, there we go. Wow. So just a little tap. Then we see. Watch. Oh, I hope this focuses. Look at that. Take your time. Tap this out. That seems pretty good to me. Now this thing, this wasn't made for anyone in particular other than myself. And it is a craggy crystal shape. Lot of relief. I think every time I cast this mold, it breaks down a little bit. But you know what? That doesn't stop me. I'm going to go for it. So this mold has a ton of detail, and I'm using marbled concrete, so I didn't do my slurry rub-in with my finger because I don't want to smear all my pigment. I want to get this really, want this to have some nice sharp definition, and if I rub my hands all over the surface, it won't. So, I don't know, extra vibration, I'm guessing. There we go. There we go. Keep it going. Going the extra mile on this one. feeling it in the arms now. I'm not a drummer by trade. So this is a workout, but look at this. I'm still seeing air coming out. So I'm doing a good job. And this is a time when I can really connect with the work, you know, on a very physical level. And that's important. Oh, yeah. So I really went for it on there. But I think I did a great job. Anything else? Those are our molds. I've got one more secret project mold. I made this with the help of a good friend, but I made this mold. I made this mold because a mold like this could potentially give someone the opportunity to experiment with concrete at a very inexpensive starting point. Molds are expensive. Molds are expensive. Silicone molds, rubber molds. But something like this, we can actually keep it kind of inexpensive. You won't get the same repetitions out of a plastic mold as you would a silicone mold. But I would also say, what if you just want to try something out? What if you don't want to, don't want to invest a ton of cash? You're just like, I like the looks of this concrete thing. What's the cheapest, easiest way I can do it? That's what I'm trying to make for you right now. This is part of it. Part of it is figuring out ways that we can make molds quicker, cheaper, lower repetitions. This is not a professional mold, but you can get some castings out of it. So think about it. What do you think about it? Is this something you would want? Would you want a lower grade mold that's a lot more inexpensive, that potentially, it's going to do less castings, but it's going to you're going to feel something out. Are you interested in something like this? Let me know. I want to know. I want to know from you. I want to know what you want. I want to know what you want to make. So this one, Dragon, this one was for you. You got to kind of pick a lot of what we did today. And we're going to check this out in a little while and see what we got. Did some gray matter. Fun with gray matter. See you soon. 10 hours since we left these molds, and we're going to start with this crazy wavy mold that I did for Dragon because Dragon was having issues with voids in high relief. So I took out one of my high relief molds that I made for someone a very long time ago. We're going to demold. So this is a very soft mold. Soft molds are helpful for high relief. They help your relief. I'm just going to pop that out. Releases very well. There we go, Dragon. You saw how I did this. No tricks. Have a look. Have a look at all these tiny details. You see a void. One void. You saw my consistency. Let's get this in a little bit better light. Look at that. Weird wavy city. I actually like the wavy version better than the original. This is a cityscape that I did for a client, a corporate gift. It was their holiday gift. She would look who? Avis and Young. It's a big real estate agency. Cool, eh? It is cool. They let me have some fun with this. Give us a lot of design freedom, and we made something cool for them. And now I made a cool wavy version for them. Tons of little details, no voids. I have faith you can do it, Dragon. let's go on to this mold, my own personal collection. This is the one that was the tons of craggy little marks in it. This mold is inevitably going to break down on me because it is got so much relief. But again, I'm using a fairly soft silicone. Let's see what we got. Oh, there's our, oh yeah, a little bit of tear out. So, pretty crazy mold. Ton of jazz in there. Probably wouldn't recommend that. And then here, yeah, this one, I marbled it, so I wasn't able to do that same rub-on technique. And you can see the voids on this. There are some voids. Not too bad. But there's voids. Can you see them? Now here's a classic, the cactus planter. This mold we offer for anyone. You can just buy it from us. I'll make it. Someone will make it. We will make it. And then you can make this. Now here I just used, again, you saw how I made this one. Let's have a look. Very clean, very fun colors. Our mint Oreo color and our black color. Charcoal. Great one. Again, almost no voids. That's done through proper consistency, good mold design, and good vibrations. You can do it. Now, this thing, my experiments into low-cost mold making that I want to pass on to you. Is this something you'd be interested in? If you could have a mold that you could try out, I can't say how many castings you get out of it. I know you'll get at least one. I'd be surprised if you got less than 10. You can probably get 10 clean castings out of this thing. Eventually, it's going to start breaking down. It is only plastic. But we could offer a mold like this at considerably less than what our other molds cost. But think about it. Maybe a fun little starter kit. Would you be interested in that? Let's see if this works. I'm just going to flip it over. And there's the results of our mold's looking good. A little bit of staining, but no breakdown. I think that'll work again. You can give it a little wash out with soap and water for some of that stuff that's clinging on the side. And here's the hex style. They are looking, let's get down in there. Very sharp. They actually kind of blend into the table. But that's some nice little hex. Looking super clean. So nice sheen to them even. Those are fun. Well, thank you for joining me again today. We got some regulars out there. Dragon, Akeem, Andre, Hamid. Thank you. If I helped you figure something out with concrete, you know what? I've got a big ask. Can you share this video with somebody? Talking to you, Akeem, Dragon, Hamid, Andre, everyone else. If you liked anything about it, if you subscribe, I promise I'll do more videos like this. I'm going to try to get them out on Wednesday. I do have a full-time job, almost 2 full-time jobs, I guess. So please give me a little bit of flexibility, but I'm going to try to be really regular. Wednesday, Thursday, you'll have a video once a week. At a bare minimum, once a week. I'm shooting for 3 videos a week, but one nice video like this, full start to finish project. That's what you can expect if you subscribe to this channel. This is Marble Concrete Integral Mineral Pigment. Thank you, everybody. I will see you later. And if you have any comments, you want to see me do something, ask down below. Say it in the comments. You leave a comment, and I will do it. Goodbye.